This is Hanu, and Hanu, we're teaching basic service dog stuff. In other words, physical assist dog. We're teaching him how to hold objects, pick objects up, retrieve objects. And this is like the second time he's been on the table, and he's a little nervous. And that's to be expected. You don't know what's going on. You have the dog up, put him in a high collar that has a tendency to keep him calmer. A few more sessions, it'll just dissipate. So when you start doing this, know that the goal, right, is like an awesome goal for the dog. You're going to train the dog to be able to retrieve. Just looking at my pigeon Chip right now. So don't really worry about it too much if the dog is like sort of uneasy or whatever. He's calming down a whole lot. Some dogs are real freaked out about it. I never really worry about it because I know that I'm teaching them to do something so cool that the owner can interact with the dog for the rest of their life, and the dog's going to love it. He's going to love doing retrieves. They all love doing retrieves. So when you first start doing this, don't worry about it. Just move forward, okay? Don't try and console the dog or anything. Just get the dog used to being up on the table. Now you could use like a flatbed of a truck. You can use, I've used a wide variety of things like tires with platforms on them. The bottom line is you just don't want to be bending over all the time, and when you start putting the stick in their mouth, and this is what we use, this is the first thing we teach him to hold, he'll spit it out. He's going to spit this thing out, and I'll show you in a second that he is not going to want to hold this. And you teach the dog that's like a series of steps, and this is the longest thing that it takes for the dog to learn while they're doing a board and train is hold, because it's hold. You're teaching the dog to retrieve. In other words, a retrieve is a continuation of hold. Go over there, get the object, hold it, and bring it back. It's a continuation of hold. So some dogs it takes 3 weeks, a month. It doesn't matter. It's however long it takes to get the dog to that point is fine. You know, with me, it's a flat rate. You know, the dog needs to be compliant, and that's what we're looking for, is the dog to be compliant. This is such an important thing for all dogs. You control the dog's mouth, you control the dog. Now, a little bit about this is that the first thing that we want the dog to do is just hold it in its mouth. With me putting it in there, him holding it and not dropping it. The second thing that we're looking for is the dog to go for this object like that. And then the third thing will be, we'll turn this into we'll put tennis balls on the end of it and turn it into a dumbbell, and he will, no, you can't sit down, you're in a high collar. And so it'll be sitting on the floor, and this is difficult for a dog. He needs to be able to pick it up. And then once the dog picks it up, then the dog can, you know, that's a retrieve. It doesn't matter if it's just a few feet away, it's a retrieve. So when you first start doing this with the dog, you sort of put it in their mouth, and you might only get the dog to hold it for a second. And then you're going to look for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, you know. There's a little divot underneath the chin, like underneath here. You can put a little pressure, keeping the mouth closed with the stick in the dog's mouth. This is my preferred thing when I'm teaching the basic hold part, is to use this and just transition this thing into a dumbbell by putting tennis balls on the end. So you'll see he's gonna spit this out. He's not gonna want to do this. Okay, so just open the dog's mouth. See, he's resistant. Hold. See, he spits it right out. It doesn't matter. You have to start somewhere. That was like 1 second, you know. When he does put it in his mouth, tell the dog he's doing good. Good boy. Good boy. He's not acting scared. This is the second, like I said, second time he's been up here, and he's sort of relaxed. Okay, so open the mouth. Hold, drop. That's it. Now, we won't do this but a few times, and then we'll come back and do it later. We'll do multiple sessions throughout the day doing this, and the dog will start picking up on it. And it's difficult, so you don't want to stress the dog out, so you want to keep this session short. Watch this again. So to open the dog's mouth, no, Just put pressure right here on the top, on the two canines, opening the mouth like that, and then slide the stick in. Hold. No, hold. No, hold. See, hold. Drop. As I'm putting it in, he's spitting it out. He's putting pressure against it with his tongue. He will start getting this. Like I said, now he's looking at my cat. This is such a cool thing for a dog to learn. It's not an easy thing for a dog to learn, but they have to learn how to hold it proper. You can't have a dog just dropping an object whenever. If the dog drops the object, you need to have it as a command so you can say no. Repeat the command and pick it up. Hold. Hold. Now, once he starts holding it, then we'll start, using the word drop, too. No. Hold. 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 Drop. See how they fight it? So, this is a glove. It's leather, If you do have a biter, which he isn't really a biter, this might be helpful. It's lined, but it's one more object that we're just teaching the dog to hold. Open up, hold, 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 drop. That's it. Start injecting those words. You might even use the glove as an object at a point that he can hold. You just open his mouth, hold, 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 drop. Start using those words. And remember, this is something that happens over a lot of sessions. This is the hardest thing for the dog to learn. And it's the most awesome thing. Well, listen, your dog needs to know all basic obedience commands. That's a fact. But with this, you can teach the dog how to do frisbee. You can teach the dog all kinds of stuff. Now, for him to go back, he will have to, no, sit. He'll have to pick up reading glasses and he'll have to pick up keys, right? So we're not going to even put this in his mouth yet. But at a point, after he's holding the stick and other objects, I'll have him hold this. And this is difficult. This is metal. They don't want to do it. Will he do it? You betcha he will. He will. He'll do it. This breed is awesome. I said this in a video before. All the Australian dogs, this is true, are all super smart. I don't know what it is. And even the dog that isn't Australian with the Australian name, the Australian Shepherd, is super smart. That breed was developed in the western United States, a very smart breed. But all these working dogs from Australia, super smart, seriously. He will get this. Bucket the cat again. Bucky, get out of here, dude. Okay, so let's do it one more time and then we'll stop. No, hold. No, hold. Hold, 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 drop. Good boy. Good boy. Now, when you do this, the dog will fight it in varying degrees. They will. And then you'll just sort of see the dog sort of give up and start doing it. I'm telling you, don't get sucked in, oh, the dog doesn't want to do it. You know what's best for the dog, okay? Look at him looking at my cat. Do you understand? You want to tell the dog what to do, and that's what it's all about, is giving the dog direction. You want to give the dog direction its whole entire life. I know what's best for the dog, and so does the owner. That this is going to be an awesome thing. It's going to be awesome. And in 3 weeks, you'll see this dog doing retrieves, probably around 3 weeks. He'll be doing retrieves. And this video where he looks like, I don't want to do it, is all a thing of the past. As a matter of fact, this like, I don't want to do it, will be a thing of the past in a couple days. If I had to say a time frame for him to hold the object, I'd say he'll probably start holding it in 3 days, something like that. But do you understand? He'll be holding it and not trying to drop it. 3-4 days, maybe 5 days, something like that. Within a week. Hey, by the way, I was pronouncing his name wrong, right? And, oh, he's interested. No, chewing. His name is Hanu. It's not Hanu. I'm terrible with names. There was a a Shiba here that has a Chinese name. His name is actually Buns in English, but in a Chinese dialect, it's Baozi. It's very difficult. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Hold, 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 hold. We got it. We got it. Hold, drop. That's it. That's it. Now it'll just start getting easier. You see what I'm saying? Don't back down from the dog because they don't want to do it. Think of it like this. If you had a kid and you were going to take him to church and you said, go upstairs and put your tie on, coat and tie, and they said, well, I don't want to do it. Get your ass up those steps and put your coat and tie on. It's tough love. It's no big deal. Seriously, this is no big deal. This dog's going to be awesome. This dog more than likely will be, I could see him learning Frisbee. Maybe not here, but everything will be in place that this could be an awesome Frisbee dog. So this will be the third session. And you understand when you start doing this, you're not giving the dog an option. Just start putting it in his mouth. Okay? That's it. Let's see how he does. He went to the bathroom, so I think he's going to do much better. Remember that. If the dog isn't functioning as well as you think it should, maybe it's sort of too excited because it needs to go to the bathroom. Take it out, let it go to the bathroom. So, Honda went to the bathroom. Let's see if he does better. Sit. No. I'll tell you what, this reminds me of a Cocker Spaniel. Don't grab my snout. No. The Shiba that I was talking about. He didn't want me to grab his snout. Hold. 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 Fucking awesome. He spit it out, but that was pretty good. Hold. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Hold. 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 Good boy. Hold. 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 That's a good boy. There you go. Good boy. Hold. Drop. See what I'm saying? That's the third session. We're done. We'll do it later. We'll come back and do it later. Don't be flipped out when the dog doesn't want to do it at first. You know what's right. And you know that in a very short period of time, the dog isn't going to be flipped out. This makes the dog more stable in the long run. You're giving the dog the correct message. No, do this. It doesn't matter if you're afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm in control, dog. Trust me. Teach the dog to trust you. Good boy. That's a very good boy. Okay, off.